Who is it? It's your no dating expert with you again. Today I want to talk about rejection. I'm only going to touch on the surface because this subject is so deep that actually I won't be able to squeeze it in a short video like this. However, I want to focus on why do the girls love rejection. We both, men and women, have hard time dealing with rejection. For example, for me personally, rejection motivated me to become more successful in my life, in whatever area of my life that I was focusing on. And when it comes to relationships, I was dealing with a lot of rejection when I was younger. And sometimes I even closed myself emotionally. When I opened to someone, then I closed. The best example that I can give you about rejection is a year ago, I ended up 4 years relationship. And when I came out, I felt emotionally empty. I felt like not being loved. I felt lonely. And I felt like I needed a relationship. I had actual physical need. It wasn't like an addiction. And I was trying to date many different people, of which some only wanted to sleep with me. Or, when I would go and actually say, oh, I really like this person, I want to be with this person, I started to treat this person really nice. It looks like I was only doing exactly what I was doing in relationship. I was projecting the same patterns of behavior, the same patterns of treatment, treating girls like a daddy, being so nice and all that, like I was doing with my ex. And it didn't work. All of the girls rejected me. 4 times I found a girl that I would love to be with, and 4 of them rejected me. And that's because I was endorsing my neediness, my emotional need to be with someone, instead of actually really let things grow into the level we would both feel the same way. So it was only one side of the story. It was only what I wanted. So after all these 4 rejections and dating more and more and seeing more and more girls, I actually realized that the more I observe them, the more I see that they're not for me. They don't fulfill the pattern that it's really my own pattern. What my ex-partner did for me, it fulfilled certain pattern inside of me. And that pattern was just for her. So when I came out of a relationship, I wanted to fulfill that same pattern. And my real pattern is something completely else. It's something I'm only discovering now. What kind of person do I really want to be with? This is what I'm only discovering now, after dating and dating. And the more I date, the less I want to be in a relationship. So slowly I shift to a point where I just want to be happy. I have places I want to see, I have projects I want to do, I have personal, physical and mental development that I want to embark on, and I don't want to be in relationship. I came to an actual deep, comforting feeling and understanding that I do not want to be in relationship. And once this settled inside of me, I started to become different in the way I date. I don't date in the same way anymore. I stand back. I don't rush to get into the panties, because that's not my goal either, to just sleep with 1,000 different people every week. Even though I done that for a while, it didn't please me. So I want something more than that. I want to be more selective. I want a better quality of personality that I'm dating. And therefore, this settled inside of me. And I started to avoid any kind of relationship conversations. I started to avoid the responsibility of, why don't you call me before sleep? Why don't you let me know where you are? Why you didn't send me a nice text message? Oh, do you like me? All of the things, I am rejecting the things. I don't want to go into a situation where I have to deal with, is this a relationship? I think relationship should grow up and should grow naturally. The feelings inside of you should grow up, and when the time is ready. And I actually changed completely my behavior pattern, and I started treating girls differently. I'm holding myself back. I don't rush into bed with them. I'm observing them. I'm a lot more friendly. I'm looking for a lot more friendship. And this rejection, it's not some plan of a game where I want to say certain things to say no, I don't want you, so that they would go in bed with me. No, I actually don't want it. Personally, I do not want it. I do not feel that I want it. And all of a sudden, things change. Girls now all of a sudden want it. They want to endorse it on me. They want to create situations when the common ground where they would say, oh, you see how compatible we are, how we should be together, we should be with one another. And I just don't want it. And it's like the rejection, I think, if you compare to that funny story from the Adam and Eve, when there was a bad apple, they were not supposed to have it, they wanted it. It's the same when girls are in the club, surrounded with all these guys, and they're all hitting on them, and they're like feeling claustrophobic. And then there's this one guy down there, and they want that guy. And the guy is like friendly, he's not looking to jump in their pants, and he's like, hello, how are you? And he walks away. And she feels rejected, and she's thinking, why is this one guy that's nice in this club doesn't like me? So you see, we all want what we can have. And if it comes naturally, not as a plan, master plan, how we're gonna reject, and you can never trick people on the subconscious level, they know what you're really about. And if you want something that we can have, these girls want me because I'm emotionally unavailable. Because all my emotions are focused on how I want to feel in my life. It's not selfish, it's actually healthy for my own self to focus on me and to think about myself first and then share what I have to give. Personally, I think I have not much to offer to a relationship because I'm gonna only fall back in the same patterns until I resolve all the patterns in my head, all my childhood traumas, all the problems of growing up, all the things that why I am the way I am in relationships, which is why I tend to fail my own relationships. And once I resolve that, then I'm gonna be ready for a relationship. Leave a comment and click the subscribe button, click the like button, click all the buttons you wanna click, and I'll see you soon. Guys usually deal with more rejection than girls. No, definitely not. Okay. For fuck's sake, bro. What do you wanna say? What are you fucking talking about?